Hi guys, so I am getting bored with my blonde hair that I've had for about a year now, and I thought the perfect change would be to go dark, especially since it's, the weather's getting colder and it's, changing into fall, and I don't know, I just feel like blonde is kind of more for summer and it's just kind of washing me out. It's not really doing it for me anymore. So I'm going to change my hair color and I'm going to bring you guys along. Maybe you can pick up some helpful tips and tricks. I'm just going to show you how I color my hair one color all over. I'm going from blonde to brown, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks along the way. So keep watching to see how I do this.
You will need some rubber gloves, a rat-tailed brush, some alligator clips, volume 10 cream developer, or you could go with liquid hair color of your choice. Mine is 5G and it's by Wella. I really recommend this brand. A protein filler. You could get neutral or you could go with the warm brown like I did. And this is kind of optional, but I find it extremely helpful. This is just a really good deep conditioner.
Okay, first off, we need to talk about how I'm going to go from blonde to brown. Now, a lot of people might just go to Walmart or something and pick up a box color and then put it over their hair color. The problem with that is that when your hair is blonde like mine is, this is not actually a color, it's actually lack of pigment. So natural hair color has, unless you're really light blonde, it has a mixture of red and green and red, blue, and yellow tones. If someone has more green and red tones, their hair is going to be brown. If you have more yellow tones, your hair is going to be blonde, and so on. It's just color theory. So since my hair is blonde, my hair is actually mostly void of pigment. So if I just go and put brown on my hair like it is, most likely it will come out green because I don't have enough red pigment in my blonde hair to balance the green out. So it'll be kind of like a really green ashy color. So in order to counteract that, I am going to use this, and this is a protein color filler. And this is in warm brown. I just got this at Sally's. Now what this will do is, first of all, it's a protein filler. So blonde hair tends to be very porous, and if you try and put color into something porous, it's just going to wash out really easily. So in order to prevent that, I'm going to use this protein filler, and what it's going to do is it's going to go in there and coat my strands, kind of fill in those holes with protein in my hair and kind of strengthen that so that when I put color over top of it, it has something to grab onto and it's not just, going in and then washing out a few days later. And also what the warm brown is going to do is it's going to give me the warm color. You get warmth by adding red. So it's going to put some red back into my hair before I put the brown on it so it doesn't go green. So this is kind of a 2-in-1, and they also have just clear ones that won't change your hair color. They have a couple different ones, but this is the one I'm using. So I am going to first apply this to my dry hair. Let me see. Okay, so this says you're supposed to apply it to wet hair, so I'm going to just get my hair a little bit damp. I'm sure it doesn't have to be super wet. I'm going to get it a little bit damp and then massage this through the blonde. Now I'm not going to put it underneath because underneath is my natural hair color, and that's already brown, and so it already has some red tones in it, so I don't want to overcorrect that. I'm just going to add it to the blonde. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put my gloves on, and I would recommend you use a spray bottle with this because it's just a lot easier to manage, to kind of control the product that way, but I threw out the one that I used to use and I can't be bothered to find another one, so I'm just going to kind of do it messily. And also something really important is to just wear a dark shirt. I mean, if you're going darker, if you're going lighter, wear a light shirt or whatever. Just wear a shirt that you don't really care about. And especially one with a wide neckline like this, or like a tank top or something, because when you pull it off to wash your hair off, you don't want to be like, oh, my neckline's really small, now I'm getting hair dye everywhere. So just a quick tip. Been there, done that. So right now I'm going to get my hair wet. Okay, something that's helpful that I forgot to mention earlier is using a comb or a pick or a brush. You definitely want your hair to be tangle free when you're working with it. So I'm just gonna comb my hair out really quickly. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of my alligator clips. I'm just going to kind of messily section my hair. It doesn't have to be too perfect. Kind of get the bottom layer of where it's lighter. Okay, I think it'll stay with one. Now I'm going to use my protein filler, and this stuff is really drippy. It gets everywhere, but such is life. Life is messy. So I think I'm actually going to start by squirting it into my hand. Maybe that'll, and I mean, it's liquidy, but it's not too super runny, so you should be able to get a little bit of control with it. So you can already tell it's like turning the blonde red. So just kind of put it in your lighter areas. And then I'm going to continue to do that all around my head. Okay, so now that I have the color correcting protein filler evenly distributed through my hair, and I actually did decide to pull it through my natural color on the bottom just to make sure everything's even. And you can kind of be haphazard with the application of this as long as you know, cover all the blonde spots. That's what's important. So now I just have a timer on my phone set for 15 minutes, and I'm going to go chill, and then I will come back and show you how I mix the color. Okay guys, so I'm back, and now after I've let my my protein filler sit in my hair for a little bit, I am going to go in with my actual hair color. So I just got this from Sally's. I am using the Wella Permanent Liquid Hair Color, and my color that I'm going to be coloring my hair is 5G, which is a light golden brown. I want to go dark, but since my hair is blonde, it's going to be really porous, and it's going to go a little bit darker than I want it to. Or darker, it's gonna like really suck onto the color. So I'm going lighter just to be safe. I can always go darker if I want to. And yeah, I have two of these just because I've got kind of thick hair. if you have thick or long hair, might as well get two just to be safe, because you don't want to be in the middle of doing your hair and realize you should have bought more, because that would not be a cute look to run to the store and go get more haircut color. Anyway, so I just have this bottle here. This is from Sally's too. It's nice because it has all the ounce lines right here. I am just going to open up the bottles and dump them in. I'm just going to use two. It's kind of self-explanatory. Okay, there's one. Grab the other. And you want to be very careful at this step, because especially if you're using permanent color, you don't want this to splash on anything and stain, especially like your walls or your tiles or anything. So if you see it get on like a wall or something, or on the floor during the hair coloring process, just stop real quick and wipe it up, because it's a lot easier to get off sooner. Okay, now on the inside, let's see, actually on the inside of this little box somewhere, it tells you the mixing ratio. Sometimes you have to open this part up. Okay. So the mixing ratio for this specific hair color is 1 to 1. So that means obviously 1 part hair color to 1 part developer. So if you look right here, there's 3 ounces of hair color, so I need 3 more ounces of developer. So altogether that's 6 ounces, yay! Jordan can do math, folks. So the developer I'm using is a volume 10. This is just the cheapest one at Sally's, and it's a cream, which I didn't even think about when I got it, but you can either get these in cream or liquid. If you do liquid, it kind of helps your hair color to, I mean, you could probably get by with just doing one depending on how much hair you have, because it kind of distributes it better since it's going to be a thinner consistency, but apparently I chose cream, which is fine because it's actually won't be as runny, so it won't be dripping off my head. Plus I already have 2 hair colors, so that won't be an issue. So I'm just going to fill this up to 6 ounces right there. And it doesn't have to be super exact either. It'd be fine if you're a couple ounces over or under. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the top on and shake it up really well. And you want to put your gloves back on, and then I'm going to start sectioning my hair. I'll show you how I do that once I'm done shaking this up. Okay, looks good. So now I'm going to put on my handy dandy gloves. So I find it easiest to start from the bottom and go up to the top. Now there's plenty of ways you can section your hair. You can do it all fancy schmancy like in the salon and, you know, section it down the middle and do the back and do like 4 or 6 different sections or whatever, but I'm going to show you how I do it, and this always works for me. So I am just going to turn to the sides, see if I can show you. Put my fingers in down here and section the small part off in the bottom. And you want to work with small sections because sometimes some pieces of hair can hide and they won't end up getting saturated. So you want to work with the small sections you can manage so that you get every piece saturated. So now I'm just going to kind of comb those out, and this is where this little guy comes in handy. This side can be used to help you section. I usually just use my fingers, or, you know, when your hair color is processing and it gets a little itchy, you can kind of scratch your head with it. And then this side is going to help me get the roots. So I will show you that process. What I like to do is I like to grab my handheld mirror, turn around so I can see my big mirror. And then I just make a line right where that part is. And then I'm going to grab this brush and spread it out. Okay, and if you really care, you can put like moisturizer or conditioner or like coconut oil around your hairline so your dark color won't stain your skin. But honestly, I think it's fine to just wipe it off quickly when you're all done coloring your hair while it's setting. Most of it comes off that way. And if there's a little bit of staining, it comes off in the shower in a couple days, so I don't really bother to do that, but you can if you want to. They also make products to remove hair color from your skin, but honestly, prevention is the best. I don't know what I'm trying to say. If you know what I'm trying to say, let me know in the comments below, because apparently I need help figuring out what I want to say. So I'm just going to use this little rat tail section off my next section. Go up here. I'm going to do the same thing. So I just kind of rub it into the roots, and then you can kind of tell by the hair that's not like matted down, what you haven't colored yet. So I just kind of bring this over here, squeeze some color on it, and do my best to saturate it. Whew. And if you can do this in like a well-ventilated area, that would be ideal, because this stuff is pretty strong and toxic. Next section. So I'm taking probably like 1.5 inch sections at a time. Clip that out of the way. Okay, so my battery's about to die now, so I'm just going to finish sectioning off my hair. Just going to completely saturate my hair. I'm going to comb it out to make sure there are no tangles and kind of spread it out as much as I can, and then when I put it up, I'm going to go back in with a little bit more and make sure I get all of the hair around my face. And then I will see you after I wash it out, or after after it's done processing. Okay guys, so this has been sitting in my hair for about 50 minutes to an hour, and now I'm going to jump in the shower and wash it out. I got this is optional, but I just like to grab these from Sally's whenever I go get new supplies. It's probably about just under $2. It's just a deep conditioning one-time treatment. I guess you could stretch it to 2 if you want, but I just slather this on, and this really helps because after I use chemicals on my hair is really dry and damaged, so that just makes it softer, and I just like to use it. So yeah, so I'm going to go wash this out, and then I'm going to style my hair, and then I will see you then. Hey guys, so I dried and styled my hair, and this is the finished result, which I am very happy with. I like it a lot. As you can see, my hair is super dark. I mean, it looks really dark. It's like almost black, and that's why I went with a 5G instead of going any darker, because on the standard hair color scale, there's 1 through 10, 1 being black, 10 being platinum. So 5 is right in the middle, so you'd think it would be more of a medium brown, but like I was explaining earlier, with my blonde hair, it's just going to act as like a blank white canvas and just absorb all the color that's put on it, and so it will turn out darker. And I mean, this will fade a little bit, but it's still going to stay pretty dark. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on how to just color your hair at home, and this is actually not how my hair is going to stay. I am planning on adding a little something to it, so that will be a tutorial I'm going to make for you guys in the next video. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you can see what else I'm going to be doing to my hair. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you use any of my tips or tricks, or even if you have any tips or tricks for me. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and stick around till the next video. Bye. Okay, how do I turn this off? Yeah, I guess I just have to let it die.